Category 4 storm. Now, people who live in this part of the world do have a lot of experience with hurricanes, but we have never in the record seen a Category 4 hurricane make landfall in the Florida Panhandle. So this could be historic in nature. Now a Category 3, winds of 120 miles per hour, moving north at 12 miles per hour. When you look at the satellite picture, you can see just how much more organized it has gotten in the last 6 hours. In fact, a closer look here shows you this very well-developed eye. Look at all the deep cloud, very cold cloud tops there, probably about 100 degrees Fahrenheit below zero near the top of the storm. And then you see how the high cloud is really spreading out in all directions, so the upper level environment is favorable. There's really nothing holding the storm back at this point. The water's plenty warm. There's not a whole lot of wind shear in place. We may see a slight increase in the wind shear. There may be some changes to the internal dynamics within the storm. We can see fluctuations in intensity for that reason, but we could be talking about a fluctuation that is upward. It could be getting stronger before it moves in tomorrow. So please listen to your local officials and take this very seriously. Now, the hurricane hunters have been out in the storm on this leg right there. They actually got a flight level wind of 150 miles per hour, which translates to about 135 miles per hour at the surface. So we certainly are looking at a storm that's getting closer and closer to a Category 4 status. We've not seen that in the SFMR. That's a device that scans the ocean surface. Very reliable. Winds have topped out at about 125 with that device so far. But certainly it is getting stronger. The satellite presentation is more and more impressive. And you've got these banding features that are now not very far away from the coast, about 50 to 60 miles away from the coast. So as they come in overnight tonight, as that heavier rain starts to push in, that's going to bring some of that tropical storm force wind, and we're already seeing that in some of the buoys that are offshore, so things are only going to be getting more and more unsettled through the night tonight. So the storm is actually going to come in tomorrow. We think that it's going to get worse and worse overnight, but around the middle of the day tomorrow is when the business end, the core of the storm, is likely to start moving in, probably really starts to get in through the afternoon and continuing into the early evening hours as a Category 3, but maybe as a Category 4, and maybe something a little bit weaker, but again, there doesn't appear to be anything that's going to hold it back at this point. There's a look at 9 a.m. tomorrow. We're going to talk much more about when the storm is going to be at its worst tomorrow. We are live through the night tracking Hurricane Michael as it nears the Florida Panhandle.